one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to the ground game on the left. Past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Simpson. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there. Field position.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession. They are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
I know it's early. It's still a really close game. At this distance, I think you just take the points. I think you kick the field goal here, guys.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Between the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Haynes. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And some room to work. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quickly complete.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Let's it fly. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Dial up on second and a long way to go. Just keep swinging it. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Cuevas. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the the 40.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Snatches it on the run. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. What a nightmare for this defense. His second big play, gashing this secondary and fitting right into that gold standard of Alabama big play receivers.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to find some answers, Reese. I mean, this guy, you can tell he can blow the lid off a defense with that speed, and you just better know where he's at pre-snap. Wherever they put him, let's make sure we get some help over the top. If not, one-on-one is not going to equal success for this defense.
The money. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown time! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give to the left side. Running to Green. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half, you're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this...
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds his man. wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Simpson. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Card in the backfield. It's Bernard. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get them to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. From the gun, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Can't connect on his first throw.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on them.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Couldn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Intercepted deep in his own end. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Right down the middle. Got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On the move, it's Washington. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That is just textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for that first down. Also, great find by the quarterback.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking to throw, it's Keene. There's the pressure. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Washington. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to pass, it's Keene. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Still running at the 40. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Gonna look downfield again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Keene. Looking down the middle. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The fake, and he wants to throw. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Got the tight end outside. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the...
There he goes! And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just keep firing. Trying to set up the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Quick completion on the out. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Looking downfield, it's Keene. He's going up top here late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Going up top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. While this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for goal position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out and back in the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Keene. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
As a quarterback, you've got to be precise when throwing these corner routes. You cannot leave the ball short or that thing is getting picked. So nice job by the QB putting enough air under the ball to give his wide receiver a chance.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Keene. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he is brought to the ground